Cassandra Kresnov is a highly advanced hunter-killer android. She has escaped the League and fled to Calais, a member of the Federation. Because of her fighting skills, she was able to save the president's life and is now a trusted member of the security forces. However, not all Tanusians are happy to have her on their turf, and Cassandra has to tread carefully. As Calais moves towards a vote on whether to break away from the Federation, confusion reigns and terrorist groups plot their own agendas. Hello and welcome to Liam's Lyceum. I'm your host Liam, aka Himbar, and today I'll be doing a spoiler-free review of Joel Shepard's Breakaway. Breakaway is a 2003 novel by Joel Shepard in Book 2 in the Cassandra Kresnov series. I previously reviewed the first book, Crossover, and this one takes place 1 month after that book. It is post-cyberpunk, and Sandy, who's the main character, Cassandra, right, Sandy, now works for the CSA, which is kind of like the CIA, of course, right? Not exactly, but kind of that, right? So we meet up with her again, and she's actually surfing at the beginning of this, which is an interesting look at Kusanagi swimming, if you've watched Ghost in the Shell. She is still buddies with SWAT Lieutenant Vanessa Rice, and she still likes sex, and even though she's an android, right? She's a very realistic android to a degree. She seems very human as far as like personality and thought process go, but she is a killing machine essentially as well. Ari Rubin is new to the agency, and he is a hacker hired by the government because of his, skill in hacking. The first chapter is about him as he attempts to stop a suicidal assassination attempt on some senators. While holding promises is a prelude to a way broader picture, and Ari is not even raised to the status of a more important character like I thought he would be, though he is a character in this book, outside of the prologue, of course. So a more interesting new character would be Mustafa, and even with these new characters, we get much more time with Sandy as the point of view rather than anyone else. The focus being more on her than it was in the first book even. The suicidal radicals are the far future offshoots of a Mormon sect, funnily enough. Maybe some Hindu ideology called the Christian Vanguard, which I think is very funny. While the first book has high-tech and androids and cops, this one adds the low-life elements as well as like Yakuza and underground elements. It seems very post-9/11 to me. This has politics that Shepard excels at. He's obviously knows international relations and bureaucracy and political science stuff really well. Whether it's government, corruptions, galactic relations, corporations, and so forth. It's quite a page turner. Like the first, the world is not Western-centric. Most of the population is Indian, but there are plenty of Chinese, Africans, Europeans, Southeast Asians, so forth. And I also learned that this is the second of 6, but the series is sort of divided into 2 soft trilogies. So I'm actually in the middle of the third one, Kill Switch, actually, and hopefully I'll be finishing that sooner rather than later. But overall, I'm a big fan of Joel Shepard. If you've been paying attention to my channel for a while, as far as sci-fi goes, Joel Shepard's A Spiral Wars, one of my favorite series of all time. And these are not as clean cut. The action doesn't flow as well. Maybe a little bit more on the political side, maybe. And so it kind of lulls at times, but they're still really well done, and I'm a huge fan of Shepard, and I'm looking forward to, reading anything else basically the guy has. So anyways, I really enjoyed Breakaway. Very fun novel if you want something that's post-cyberpunk. It very much plays with the genre. You should read this.